Breaking news right now at 6 o'clock. Firefighters on the scene of a major apartment fire. This is 7300 Winery Lane off Albemarle Road in East Charlotte. Now, we know the complex is being evacuated. It's a 3-story complex. Our crews are on the way, and CATS buses are going to try to get these people out of that out of that apartment complex to give them someplace out in the shelter. We'll have more details as soon as they come in.
This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News starts right now with First Alert Weather.
All work for some, all play for others. A snow day shuts down the Piedmont, and we may not have seen the worst of this winter weather.
Power Doppler radar still very busy tonight, as you can see, and what's worse than snow? Freezing rain, and we're getting some. Good evening. Nice to have you inside and with us. I'm Maureen O'Boyle.
I'm Paul Cameron. Don't you know it about this freezing rain? We got this storm covered from every angle tonight. Steve Krupp watching the roads and skies, where travel's been a nightmare on all fronts. Sharon Smith live in Shelby, where some of the hardest snow fell today.
And Jim Lytle, part of our First Alert weather team, outside and following what else we can expect. But we want to begin in the First Alert Weather Center. Chief Meteorologist Eric Thomas is there to fill us in on what's happening now.
Well, as you pointed out on the radar, it's pretty busy, and now it's not snow anymore. It is that freezing drizzle and that sleet combination, what we are really, really dreading. And now, a lot of times when people hear freezing rain, the first thing that comes to their mind are power outages. And so that's going to be the big concern. No, not this time. Power outage is not a big concern. What the big concern is going to be is that very light glaze that's going to be put on top of already treacherous roads out there. So we're only looking for maybe another tenth. You see, it's trying to break up a little bit, but it's only going to take that little glaze to really make a problem. Let's look at those headlines, talk about what you can expect. Again, the winter storm warning remains in effect for the overnight hours. Here comes that evening freezing drizzle. That's going to continue for the overnight hours, and that all adds up to really, really dangerous roads. So that's the way things are stacking up right now. What's it actually doing outside? Well, we're going to have the answer for you. Jim Lytle is standing in our weather garden. Jim, what's up?
Hey, we got some major glazing going on out here. We have a strong northeast wind that's advecting in cold air here at the surface, so it's going to stay this way all night long. We have a light drizzle and mist coming down, occasionally mixing in with some sleet and a little heavier rain showers. But the result of all that is what you see here. The parking lot is just glazed over. All the cars are covered in ice now, and it's not a soft ice by any stretch of the imagination. It is hard. You do a lot of scraping when you clean your cars off here. And the roads will do nothing but get worse overnight here as temperatures stay in the 20s and this light drizzle continues onward. Well, back to you guys in the studio there, the warm desk.
All right, Jim, thank you. We know of at least one serious sledding accident today. A 7-year-old girl is in critical condition after she was run over by a van. Highway Patrol and Indian Trail tells us she couldn't stop her sled from going into Brandon Oaks Parkway, and the van had nowhere to go. It does not appear there will be any charges. Paul?
Well, Maureen, in navigating these roads at the height of the storm, not so easy even for the professionals. This truck wound up overturned off Highway 55, upside down in the ditch. The truck was carrying lithium hydroxide. The cleanup crews did not think any leaked out. The driver did not suffer any serious injuries. WBTV Steve Krupp has spent the day traveling our highways and keeping an eye on the airport as well. He joins us now live. Steve, simply put, no easy way to get from one place to the other today. Although this afternoon seemed pretty good, things have changed.
Absolutely, Paul, and today we saw a little bit of everything, and particularly we saw that a lot of the main roads, they have been cleared off pretty much the way things go in a very much a textbook fashion. With some of the back streets, it was ice on top of ice and a lot of that snow. Let me show you what's happening right now on Interstate 77. We're just above the ramp here near Freedom Drive. Normally, this time of day, you can see a trail of taillights heading towards South Carolina, but right now, at the end of rush hour, a lot of people just staying off the road. It is a day of chores for those who keep our highways clear. City and state DOT workers with the job of salting and sanding local roads, and those who have a special calling, like Buck Langford.
I just worry about somebody sliding into me. I can get around good.
So many of us got the day off from work because of the snow, but Mr. Buck was in the thick of things, providing a lifeline of oil to keep families warm on a challenging day. How many orders you got over here today?
Well, I done got about 8 or 9. Going back and listening to my phone a little bit.
The airport had its issues. Canceled flights, stranded passengers, and travelers just trying to get home after being in tropical destinations like Australia.
Missing the beach and,
everyone walking around in shorts and T-shirts.
And you have shorts.
Yep, I do. Yep.
Many side roads were still untouched by government-owned snowplows, and those who left the driving to cats found that the day would have its share of hiccups.
We do expect delays, and there are some secondary roads and neighborhoods in which the buses just aren't going down.
Back at the Brookhill Apartments, Mr. Buck continues to be a man on a mission, knowing that survival on days like this means watching out for the other guy.
I'm worried about somebody sliding into me, but other than that, I ain't slipped nothing today. It's been good. It's been good for me.
Actually, Mr. Buck saying it's a bit of a walk in the park. He's 82 years old and been on the job there for roughly 50 years, and he says basically what gets you through on a day like this is using common sense and a lot of safety. Live tonight from West Charlotte, Steve Crump, WBTV on your side.
He's done it for many years, has the experience, Steve. But one guy who's stuck in this snowstorm, former Panthers coach John Fox. Now, Fox's interview with the Denver Broncos has been pushed back to Wednesday because he's stuck here in Charlotte. We get more on that, and the leading candidate for the open Panthers job is coming up in sports.
Kids today were having a grand old time in this winter weather. Snow means no school, and no school means playtime, but there's no such thing as a free day off. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools announcing students will be in the classroom on January 17th. Important because that is Martin Luther King Day. Mayor Pro Tem Patrick Cannon points out that January 21st is a teacher work day, and that is when students should take the makeup day. The other district responds that the calendar comes out at the beginning of the year, and if parents had any concern, they should have raised those concerns then. The district also says students will be taught about King's work on that makeup day. When round 2 hits us tomorrow, we will be ready. WBTV News this morning starts at 4:30 tomorrow morning with live traffic and weather at least every 10 minutes. Also, you can track the storm online at WBTV.com. Use our interactive radar to see what current conditions are in your neighborhood and follow the weather on your mobile phone as well. Our mobile site is m.wbtv.com. Plus, closings and delays constantly coming into our newsroom. You can see them on the bottom of your screen and online at the top of our homepage.
Well, a man is found dead, his car missing. Charlotte-Mecklenburg police say the victim, whose name is not being released, was found stabbed to death at his home on Purser Drive in East Charlotte. Investigators now looking for a gray 2001 Jeep Cherokee like this one with North Carolina tags WPH 5769. If you know anything, please call Crime Stoppers in Charlotte 704-334-1600. Next at 6, a sparkling new tower, now the symbol of one of the country's biggest utilities. How the Duke acquisition helps take Charlotte in a new economic direction. Molly?
Well, Paul, coming up tonight, all new at 11 o'clock. The roads in Charlotte turning to ice right now. We are on your side finding out the spots you should definitely avoid and monitoring the latest school closings and delays. Plus, we've got all your breaking news coming up on WBTV News at 11 o'clock.